Europe is expensive, but 2022 has some insane discounts and great travel deals up its sleeve. Hi guys, my name is Rok and I'm a tour guide, and I want to show you my 5 favorite 2022 European travel deals with affordable and less crowded destinations. First on the list is one of the smallest European capitals, Ljubljana. In the last few summers before the pandemic, it was impossible to find an empty hotel room, as Ljubljana is clean, green, beautiful and safe, and can be reached within a 2-hour flight from all major European airports. With 45% less visitors, accommodation prices have dropped. Under the impressive Castle Hill are medieval pedestrian cobblestone streets and squares filled with bars, restaurants and shops. Beautiful triple bridge crosses the river and connects the old town with the most popular square in the city. Triple bridge and other beautiful buildings around the city designed by architect Plečnik are part of UNESCO World Heritage. Beautiful riverbanks are also full of cafes, bars and restaurants. Restaurant prices offer good value as food quality is high, service is good and prices are reasonable. In 2022 it is much easier to find accommodation in Ljubljana. Decent Airbnb apartment in the high season can now be found for under €100. Prices of hotels are also cheaper, as a 4-star hotel room starts at about €130. If you want to see the best things to do in Ljubljana, check out my video in the top right corner. Next on the list is Istria, a large peninsula in the Adriatic Sea. Its biggest part is in Croatia, where it gets extremely popular and expensive in summer, but Istria can be visited all year round and it can offer great deals with no crowds. On the southern tip is the biggest town, Pula, famous for its beautiful beach resorts, ancient Roman monuments including huge Roman arena, beautiful Venetian palaces and impressive Austrian forts. On the western shore are picturesque small towns founded by the Romans like Rovinj and Poreč. They have beautiful stone architecture with charming stone-paved streets, old churches and are full of great restaurants. Green Inland also hides charming old towns, and one of them is medieval Motovun, built on the top of the hill and surrounded by defensive walls with spectacular views. Still, if you're willing to camp, you can find some reasonable high-season prices also on the coast. Besides luxury hotels and campgrounds, Istria is full of family-run places offering apartments, rooms and B&Bs that offer great deals outside the peak season. As a lot of food is produced locally, including famous Istria truffles, high-quality food is available for reasonable prices. Considering the heritage, charming architecture, unspoiled nature and beautiful coastline, Istria is without a doubt a great travel deal outside its peak summer season. If you want to see some of the best places and beaches in Istria, check out my Istria playlist in the top right corner. Number 3 goes to Budapest, another increasingly popular European capital that is now less crowded and more affordable. The Hungarian capital is split in two by the Danube River. The Buda side is dominated by a huge royal palace on the hill that is part of a wider castle district. The Pest side is dominated by the glorious Parliament building, huge Basilica of St. Stephen, and elegant 19th century palaces and avenues. One of them is Andrassy Avenue, full of beautiful architecture, designer stores, cafes and restaurants. It runs to the beautiful Hero Square built in 1896 to celebrate 1000 years of Hungarian state, just one of several beautiful architectures built for the occasion. Here is also vibrant Jewish quarter, famous for crumbling old buildings that house popular ruin bars. Buda and Pest are connected by beautiful bridges, mostly built in the 19th century when Budapest, together with Vienna, served as a capital city of a mighty Austro-Hungarian Empire. Budapest is also famous for its beautiful thermal baths already used by the Romans. No wonder then that this city attracted about 4 million foreign tourists, but now there are 4 times less visitors and prices have dropped. A decent Airbnb apartment in the high season is now around 80 euro, while a 4-star hotel room starts at about 120 euro. If you want to learn more about Hungarian capital, check out my video The Best Things to Do in Budapest in the top right corner. Prague is Europe's architectural gem with one of the best preserved Gothic, Baroque and Renaissance architecture that attracted over 7 million foreign tourists. With 53% less tourists, Prague is now much more pleasant and cheaper. On a royal hill sits the largest castle in the world with an amazing St. Vitus Cathedral guarding Czech crown jewels. On the other side of the river is the Old Town, with charming pedestrian cobblestone streets lined with colorful Baroque buildings and Gothic churches. On the facade of the town hall is the oldest, still fully functional astronomical clock from 1410. Vltava River is crossed by more than 660 years old stone-built Charles Bridge. It is lined with statues of Catholic saints and serves as a pedestrian avenue with gorgeous views of the castle hill. Rich beer brewing tradition includes some of the oldest breweries on the planet. You should hurry up and visit Prague rather sooner than later, as crowds will return. Currently, a decent Airbnb apartment in the high season starts only at around 70 euro, while a 4-star hotel room starts at only 80 euro. Before we jump to my favorite travel deal in 2022, click on subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be notified about my new travel videos. And thanks for the thumbs up! My favorite deal in 2022 is offered by the Greek capital, Athens. The cradle of Western civilization has amazing ancient Greek monuments as well as heritage from Roman, Byzantine and Ottoman times. Its most impressive landmark is the rocky hill of Acropolis, a complex of marble temples overlooking the city. Right under its slopes is the most picturesque cluster of small, whitewashed houses called Anaphiotika. Further down the slope are picturesque old neighborhoods like Plaka, with narrow cobblestone pedestrian streets lined with cafes, restaurants and souvenir shops. Monastiraki is another popular neighborhood known for its flea market, small tourist shops, archaeological park of ancient agora and streets with traditional tavernas. They are serving delicious traditional Greek food for reasonable prices and complete the unforgettable Athens experience. Visitors are coming back to one of the world's oldest cities, but numbers are still far away from pre-pandemic 6 million tourists. That is why prices are still affordable and good accommodation deals are available. A decent Airbnb apartment in the high season starts at around 70 euro, while a 4-star hotel room starts at 110 euro. Considering the heritage, amazing ancient monuments, museums, culinary delights, charming neighborhoods and lower prices, Athens is one of the best overall packages and one of the best travel deals in 2022. If you want to see the best things to do in Athens, check out my video in the top corner. These were my favorite top 5 bargains in Europe in 2022. Thanks for watching and see you next time.